Hello and welcome to our video presentation of our 2014 Mercedes E63 AMG S. So this is a V8 bi-turbo, finished in diamond white pearlescent, exceptionally clean vehicle. We've actually sort of bought and sold this car to the last 4 owners, so it's a car we know very, very well. The last owner was a gentleman in his 60s who drove it very, very carefully to and from shows, very light use, for the last 5 years. So that should give an overview on how this car's been treated recently. I think it's very important to factor that in when searching for one of these cars, because yes, there are a few available, but are there many with this sort of provenance, condition and history? I dare say not, from experience. You often look at something like this that's basically a super saloon at very, very tempting price point, and there's always a compromise somewhere. You know, number of owners, condition, history, has it had an accident, etc, etc, or it needs something. This is just not one of those cars. This is like buying one of these at a year old. It literally is that clean, and that's no exaggeration. So very, very good opportunity to buy into one of these cars that still is very, very impressive even today, compared to in this case all the supercars that we sell here as a specialist dealer. It's just absolutely exceptional in its condition. So without further ado, I'm going to go to the front end of the vehicle. The bonnet is ajar for a reason, so bear with me while I find the catch and open that. So just to give an insight into the cleanliness and overall condition, it's absolutely spotless. Everywhere you can possibly look. We've not done any of this, to be honest. The credit has to go to the last owner, who was just exceptionally meticulous about cleanliness and condition. And there we are, absolutely spotless. So this engine cover has been professionally painted. Again, it's been a show car, it's been to and from shows, and obviously subtle modifications done like this to accommodate that. The 727 resembles the current brake horsepower. This car has been remapped about 7 years ago, I think, something like that. It does have sport cats fitted as well. It's not decatted, it has the proper sport cats. They're invoiced. Obviously it's phenomenally quick, absolute rocket ship. And I think this particular era of Mercedes, being the 212, they actually feel far superior in the build quality to the latest offerings from Mercedes. So these are, in my opinion, one of the better variants of the E63, which in itself is an absolute legend. And looking at these at under 30 grand today, and what else you can buy for that, you know, what does that get you? A mid-range 3 Series or 4 Series from BMW, maybe a couple of years old. It really is a car that needs to be taken seriously for its credentials. So just while we're on the note of condition, and to manage anyone's expectations, there are just a few very, very light stone chips to the front end, but it's not peppered as many E63s obviously normally get to by being driven hard. So that is all I can report on this vehicle. And just to clarify, if this car was 1 year old, these would look in keeping with that. It's not been freshly painted either, it's just very, very clean. All the shut lines perfect. There's no signs of any bad paint. All the paint's consistent in its colour, finish, etc. Looks absolutely superb. Near side front wheel, absolutely immaculate. Good Continental tyre, good brakes, good calipers. Again, everything's spotless. Near side rear wheel and tyre all in good condition. Again, all the wheels are absolutely perfect. Just moving around the rear, even the light lenses are absolutely like glass. There's just no issues there whatsoever. No deep scratches on the loading area of the rear bumper. I'd say to some people keen to buy this car, go and look at 3 or 4 other cars across the country and then tell us what you think they compare to this one like. But the chances are this car will be sold. I think it's just absolutely a one-off opportunity, frankly. Again, the story continues with the condition of the wheels and tyres down the driver's side. Just no issues to report anywhere. Moving on to the interior, black leather, illuminated kick plates, no excessive wear on the vulnerable areas of the seat. Obviously headrests all in good condition, no faults with any equipment in the car. Alcantara inserts on the steering wheel. So I dare say that will go over to 66,000 miles just while we get this car inspected prior to handover, etc. But yeah, smells fresh in here, no tobacco odours or anything of that nature. Rear seat, not used by the last owner whatsoever. Presents like new, to be honest. No wear, no marks on the seat belts. Let's look at the condition of that door shut. It's absolutely pristine, and that's no exaggeration. I'm not here to oversell this car, just give an honest description, but it is quite mind-boggling how tidy this car is, and I think it's a combination of factors: how it's been kept, how it's been treated, the fact that we've obviously prepared and sold this car previously, but also the general build quality of this era of Mercedes. They feel solid, they feel heavy, but it doesn't feel heavy at full acceleration. Trust me, it's absolutely ballistic, this car. Feels very competent on the road too. So there we are, just a fantastic example of this super saloon legend by Mercedes, that frankly we think is heavily undervalued at the moment in today's market. Interesting to see what happens with the values long term, as obviously new cars are very, very bland, and this is literally, it feels like it could keep up with most supercars, stroke hypercars and things like that. It is an absolute weapon of a car. So thank you for watching. Please get in touch with any inquiries, and we look forward to hearing from you.